What is going on, my brodies? It is Andrew of Beat It AT, bringing you guys a brand new YouTube video, and I just recently made a Polo G style beat, Polo G Lil Durk style beat. The melody and MIDI that I used was from the AT the GOAT sample pack 2. I'll go ahead and play up to the second chorus so you guys get an idea of the beat that I made.
Beat It AT, what up? Beat It AT.
So that was the beat. I'll go ahead and disable the master that we exported. I'll go ahead and see if we could run it with just these three. So this is just the Arctic wind. If we add the ARP, and we did have a piano, but the problem that I had with using the piano wave, like how we're using a wave of these sounds, is that it's very easy to tell that it was just a loop. So because we give you the MIDI of the melodies in most of our kits, and we let you know if that specific kit does come with the MIDI. For this specific kit, the AT the GOAT 2 sample and MIDI pack, it does come with the MIDI. So we used the piano MIDI, and I put it on a instance of Keyscape, and so I just literally just dragged the MIDI onto there. And what's great about that is also it gives me the freedom to make variations in the MIDI. So in this one right here, I made some variations to that MIDI. But now if we listen to it with the, I'll turn off these. Just got a little bit of in EQ, reverb, and then a little bit of air as like auxiliary tracks, but nothing crazy. I mean, we could even pull that reverb down a bit. I don't want to change it too much since we already exported it here. So, but let's go ahead and turn on the bass now. So you can see that I used the same bass that was with the melody composition in the pack. But you guys could also use the MIDI that comes with the bass as well. So now for the vocals, I just used Arcade. If you want to see what it sounds like without the stuff. But for me, how I like to do it is sometimes I know how I want the sound to be. Sometimes I don't. In this case, I knew how I wanted the sound to be, so I pretty much loaded up the mixer track or auxiliary bus channel strip that I knew I wanted. That being a little bit of distortion, pitch shifting, EQ, which really is acting as like a bandpass, telephone filter. So here's the distortion, here's the pitch shifting, here's the bandpass that I was referring to, but it's kind of like in the low mid, and then we have a little bit of reverb with the Valhalla, and we're using a concert hall 1970s color. So with that, now we have this. Much different than so. I feel like it glues it together a little bit more. Here's the drums. All the drums in here are from Enviral's Tetra. I can't even say that. This kit. I'll have the image on the screen, but this kit is phenomenal for fire drum samples. It's very slept on. So this is the drum pattern. So in here, mostly what I did was just get rid of some of the top melodies and try to simplify it. What I like to do is to make the different sections of the beat pretty clear on what you're listening to. We have the chorus where we introduce all the elements, and that's where, you know, we have 808, kicks, crashes, vocals, drums. It's essentially the most energetic part. Doesn't mean your chorus always have to be like that. It's just, you know, typically for rap songs, that's how it is. In the verse, though, we removed the Arctic Wind and we removed the ARP until we get to this bridge section up here. Then we re-add it. But besides that, it's really just a simple piano. Then we re-loop the same piano measure right there. The drums right here are a bit simplified. Here's the 808 pattern if you guys want to see it. I roughly based the 808 pattern on the bass line of the piano progression. You know, when you already have the MIDI for the main melody, it's kind of easy to base what the bass line notes are going to be. You're going to probably want them to follow the bass line progression of your main melody as well. I pulled it out right there. I felt like that kind of switched it up and gave it a different vibe. I might change it later, but and as you can see, I just cut the drums out in the beginning right there as well. I feel like just pulling some elements out, it kind of keeps it interesting while not needing to do a whole bunch. So. And then we have that riser. The riser is from the AT Sound Kit 6 as well as the 808. This is the outro. And then it fades out right here. So that was pretty much the beat. I mean, just got. I know. Oh, my apologies. I know I didn't run through the drums, so I'll do a quick run through of all the drum one shots and show you guys my mix bus, just so you guys can see kind of what I'm working with. So the drums, like I said, these drums are from Enviral, and the link to all these kits will be in the description down below. So I really do enjoy the samples that Enviral makes and engineers. These are definitely some of my favorite latest samples for beat making. Personally, using the AT Soundkit 6 for 808s has just been my go-to. I think for me, it's just out of habit, and I know that 808s and what things I need to do in order to get the sounds that I'm looking for, even though initial sound themselves may not work. It's more so I'm looking for a tone. Now, the 808 without the mix bus sounds like this. So it doesn't sound bad, but obviously after the mix bus, it obviously hits harder. The kick, it's very clicky, but I like it like that. That's the open hat. And I've already played everything. I'm trying to think what else. I will spin through the mixer. I mean, as you can see, most of the stuff that I'm doing is really mixing and gain staging. I'll do EQing. I'll use different EQs, whether it be the parametric or fab filter or even the EQ that's built in here. Is just more so what I'm going for in my taste. The kick, I'm using a tape machine, then a Fab Filter Pro Q, then a Soundgoodizer. It's pretty wonky, but more so going for a specific sound. And as of right now, I like it. And then, Camel Crusher Parametric EQ on the 808. Vocals, we already went through that. And yeah, I mean, this is my tag. The Air, Fab Filter, Micro Shift, Reverb, Valhalla. That should be it, and that's how you guys can make a Polo G or Lil Durk type beat. And all the resources in order to make these type of beats will be in the description down below. So the links to everything is there. I will also put a link to a special free sample pack that we released in the month of January 2021. So if you guys are new, be sure to subscribe, give it a like and thumbs up, leave a comment, because we will be dropping more sample packs, including free sample packs as well. But the only way you'll know is if you subscribe and click the push bell notification button. So yeah, this is Andrew, Beat It AT, and I'll see you guys later.